Hello everyone, welcome to solve this nice algebra problem, which is AB is equal to 48. We can call this one equation 1. And A plus B is equal to 2. We can call this one equation 2. Now, what is the value of A and B? Now, solution from equation 2, which is A plus B, which is equal to 2, we can make A to be the subject of the formula so that you'll have A is equal to 2 subtract B. But let's call this equation 3. Substituting equation 3 into equation 1, we'll have AB is equal to 48. This is equation 1. So substituting equation 3, we'll have A is 2 minus B multiplied by B. This is equal to 48. Okay? So now we'll have 2 times B, which is 2B, subtract negative B times B. This is B squared, negative B squared, which is equal to 48. Let's take 48 on the left-hand side. We'll have 2B subtract B squared, subtract 48. This is equal to 0. Now let's multiply here by negative 1, both sides, so that here we'll have B squared subtract 2B plus 48. This is equal to 0. Okay, now this is a quadratic equation with the coefficient of B squared, and that is A, equal to 1, with B equal to negative 2, and C equal to 48. Okay, so to solve for the value of B, we introduce the quadratic formula, which is actually B is equal to negative B plus or minus B squared minus 4AC divided by 2A. So substituting this, we'll have negative 2 plus or minus the square root of B squared. This is negative 2 squared minus 4 times 1 times C, which is 48. All this divided by 2 times 1. So here we'll have 2, negative times negative 2, this is 2, plus or minus the square root of negative 2 squared. This is actually 4, subtract 4 times 48, okay? So this is 8 times 4, which is basically 32, carry 3, then 4 times 4, 16 plus 3, this is 192, divided by 2. So now from what we have here, this is the same thing as 2 plus or minus the square root of 4 minus 192, this is negative 188, divided by 2. Okay, so this is the same thing as 2 plus or minus, we can express negative 188 as basically 4 times 47 times negative 1 divided by 2. Okay, so let's proceed. So we have 2 plus or minus the square root of 4 times 47 times negative 1 divided by 2. So this is equal to 2 plus or minus the square root of 4, this is 2. Square root of negative 1, this is I. Square root of 47 divided by 2. So this is essentially, if you simplify here, this is the same thing as 1 plus or minus I square root of 47. Okay, so that means that we have two possible values of B. That's B1. B1 is 1 plus I square root of 47, and B2, this is equal to 1 subtract I square root of 47. Okay, so let's solve for the other values of A1 and A2. Let's solve for these values of A1 and A2. Now, if you recall, we end equation 3. Okay, we end equation 3, which is basically A is equal to 2 minus B. Okay, which is A is equal to 2 minus B. So let's substitute the values of B, so that A1 is equal to 2 minus b1, which is 1, plus I square root of 47. So this is the same thing as 2 subtract 1, okay, subtract I square root of 47. So this is 1 subtract I square root of 47. So that means that A1 comma B1, this is equal to 1 subtract I square root of 47, comma 1 plus I square root of 47. Now, this is the first solutions. This is the first pairs of A1 and B1. So let's solve for A2. So A2 is equal to 2 subtract B2. B2 is equal to 1 subtract I square root of 47. So this means that this is 2 subtract 1, which is 1, negative times negative I square root of 47. This becomes positive I square root of 47. So now that means that A2 comma B2, this is equal to 1 plus I square root of 47, comma 1 subtract I square root of 47. Okay, so these are the solution to this algebra problem. So kindly follow the steps, like this video and subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye bye.